Hello everybody, my name is CJ and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to study some of my favorite artists' art style, like what they do, why does it work, like why does it look so good, and how can I improve my art from learning from them. So this first artist that I want to study from is Nirami. I love her facial expressions, like the way that she draws faces is so cute and so expressive, and that's something that I struggle with, is drawing what they're feeling. That's always been a little bit hard for me. Like, I'll draw something and I know what it means, but then I'll show somebody else and they're like, what is this? Like, they don't know what it's supposed to be conveying. So I really like the way that she draws, and I'm gonna try and explain my thought process and what I kind of learned from her. So when she draws like happy, like really happy like facial expressions, she makes the face, it looks like overall taller, and then when she's grumpy or angry, it looks more squished kind of, and then neutral is, you know, kind of in between. The way that she draws is just, it's so cute. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, it's so good. So by the way, guys, if you guys noticed any spelling errors, I'm sorry. Spelling is not my strong suit, and I did not bother to look up how to spell words because I wasn't gonna make this into a video at first, but I thought it was really fun, so I decided to share with you guys. So if there's terrible spelling, that's my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I hate spelling. It's just a thing. So anyways, the way that she draws eyebrows, I noticed, is it's very different from what I do. Usually I just do like a little dot and call it good, and that doesn't really contribute at all to the facial expression, which I think is a mistake on my part because honestly, they add so much to Nirami's art, and I think that I want to try and start doing that because the way they look is just, it's so cute. And then also, like, I think it all just kind of comes together in a really nice way. So I tried to draw my little set of like eyes down in the corner as an example for what I was talking about in some of my notes, and I think I did a pretty good job replicating what she does. It was kind of cool, actually. What I also noticed is that when her character's eyes are closed, you can still tell where the eye would be even though the lid is closed. I don't do that when I draw my characters. And so I think that I'm going to try and leave space where the eyes would still be, because, you know, the eyelid, it's still there, it's just covered by the eyelid. So that's just one other thing I noticed, and this is I'm doing that same thing here, just on a bigger scale. You know, I'm also trying to draw it by myself without tracing, so I just trace for the guidelines, and then I try and replicate it, maybe more in my style, kind of. I feel like I draw in her style a lot more right here, than what I would normally try and draw it, but I guess that's kind of the point, is to figure out how to draw better. So I want to know what you guys think. Did I do good, or is it there's obviously still room for improvement, but I love the way that she draws eyes and facial expressions, and it was so fun to try and learn from her. This other one, I really love this little screenshot that I have, very grumpy, and like I said before, she seems to squish everything just a little bit when characters are a little bit grumpy, or sad, I guess, too. I really like it. It's amazing. Also, I don't know why I wrote brown. Like, I fixed that later. It's not in the time lapse though. I meant to say brows, like eyebrows. And then this next one. Okay, now I'm doing Cherry Fire because I absolutely love her art so much, It's so good. So what I'm going for here now is I really like the way that she does proportions, and I feel like it's kind of similar to my art style. And what I've noticed recently is I draw the legs way too long and the torso way too short. So I wanted to try and see the way, like, how does she do it so that I can draw my proportions just a little bit better, and I think this really helped. So what I noticed, she does, like, the head and the torso are about half, and then the legs are the same length, and then the head and the torso are about half of each other. So I think that could help me a lot with the way that I draw in the future, because, like, she's just so good. Like, I love Cherry Fire's art, and her facial expressions also are really good. I love the way that she draws Gurian, like his eyes, because I've always kind of struggled with that. So like what I was saying before, you know, she does, also she does a lot more of a boxy body, if that makes sense, like for boys, like the way that she draws guys. Usually I don't do that because I really only like learned how to draw one body type, and I was like, okay, that can go for everyone. No, it really can't. It can't at all. And so I'm just trying to figure out, you know, like body types and shape language, and we're still trying to work on that a little bit. So this is Ren. I'm just going a little bit more into depth of like the proportions I was talking about earlier, like building up basic shapes for the body and then trying it on my own, like the way that she does it. Yeah. I struggle writing this for some reason. Like I wrote it like 4 times. So like I said before, I was just drawing like a little model for myself, like how I would normally draw versus how Cherry Fire draws. And it makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but yeah. Okay, and this next artist, her name is Fabled Faye, I believe. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. She also goes by Feral Pigeon Productions on another channel. And I love the way that she draws side profiles. I always struggle with that, like for the face. And at first, I was like, this makes no sense, like when I was trying to trace over it and learn. But then I realized it's kind of more boxy. It's more of a box than a circle, because if you look at her like front views, they're just circles, but then when she turns them sideways, it's more of a box, and I really like that. I love how she does that. So I tried to just learn from her and do, like, I might not keep all of these little things, and I'll probably still have my own art style, but I want to add to these things. Like I want to add to my art style and learn. So right now we're just going a little bit more in depth, trying to figure out like what she does and where she places things. It was really fun. I love all of these guys' art styles. They're all so amazing and unique, and I hope to learn from them and become a better artist myself, so that I can keep, just keep creating and keep doing what I love. This one was basically just breaking it down into boxes and rectangles, and I also discovered that all of the hair, like where the parts of the hair and stuff, should not go below the head. I know that seems obvious, but I kind of didn't do that before. So, you know, just keep everything in, you know, basic shapes and breaking down, and then the eyes can just be like triangles from the side views, and then here in the bottom I try and connect that to how the eyes I figured out earlier would work with that. So what's her name? The first artist that I did, Nirami, I believe, would draw eyes like that. And then I also tried to figure out how to draw more boys' eyes, I guess, because like I didn't do that the first time. So, and I think I'm really happy with how all of these turned out. Here's just a rundown of all of the notes that I took, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.